Hello everyone, good afternoon. Bassem Ibrahim from the Ministry of Investment in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for having us. Finally, the Saudis are here today doing something with the Canadian. So after 8 years doing everything with every country we know, we've been looking forward to this moment. They told me I have only 8 minutes. I'm not sure how I'm going to talk about my country in 8 minutes, only for the first time in Canada, but let me try my best. Saudi Arabia, as you know, is in the headlines of the news every day, every single day. You can see Saudi Arabia is in the headline of the news. Either we are trying our best to resolving a conflict or being a leader of the energy sector worldwide, and now we are getting our hands away from the oil, so we're making sure that we become less dependent on the oil sector. But Saudi Arabia today is a very welcoming nation, very welcoming business environment for all your companies, all our partners, and this is an invitation for every single one of you to come and see the country yourself. Come and experience doing business with us, and we want to leave your country here with some partnerships. Today, we are almost 4 years away from achieving our 2030, Vision 2030 targets, and we're talking about a vision that was very inclusive, included everything that we wanted to cover, whether it's our society, economy, or even our nation, on every aspect, including the women driving and increasing the home ownerships, and the list goes on. And then when we go one level down after announcing the Vision 2030, it was the role of our Ministry of Investment, where we tried our best to create a full framework to convert our country from a consumer country into a country that can attract foreign direct investment, more international companies, more expertise. And I think you can see it now also that we're also giving some of the international expertise and scientists the nationalship of Saudi Arabia. So we focused on 4 main pillars when we developed the framework of the national investment strategy. We started from developing the opportunities, unlocking new sectors, the funding barriers, removing all of those from our investors, and then making sure that we stay very competitive and make sure that we have a very good environment for our investors and our companies. The number speaks about themselves. We were the fastest growing GDP back in 2022 between the G20 countries. We are also the largest population and the largest country between the GCC. So when you enter Saudi Arabia, you make sure that you are sitting at the biggest economy in the region, and also you can make sure that you put your hands on the rest of the other countries. But above all, we are a population now, although I still have a problem with this number, but I don't think we are 32. I think we are more than 32 million in Saudis. Almost half of those are expats. Non-Saudis have been in our country for almost 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and with 28 airports, most of them are internationals, 11 seaports, and 7 hours from almost 50% of the rest of the markets. It's not only the economy, it's not only where we make sure that we make money and attract more foreign direct investment, but it's also the environment that we care about. We are sitting in a very dry location, so His Royal Highness the Crown Prince introduced this initiative around 5 years ago, the Saudi Green Initiative, where we are trying our best to plant multiple millions of trees in the country and around us. And myself and my team will be here today to talk to you about everything you need to know about establishing in Saudi Arabia or establishing in Saudi Arabia. But today we have lowered all the requirements for you. Even if you want to challenge us to get you an investment license within 24 hours, we are up for that challenge. But today we have unlocked almost every sector you can know with 100% ownership in that sector. You can own your company and just become operational immediately. And then it's not just the license itself. We consider ourselves your advisors, your consultants, whether you want to ask about our weather, our culture, our food, or where to put your children, which schools. So, and this is why we're in Canada also today, because we want to see the best schools that work for our expats in Saudi Arabia. And we're talking about the ideation, from the ideation phase of your business until the activation and the operation. We will be with you in every phase and each phase of those. And plus, we have another 300 and plus government entities sitting back home. So we make sure that we introduce you to all of them. We make sure that even if you need additional permits, additional requirements, so we consider ourselves an extension of your team where we can work with you on implementing your ideas. And then we have also created many of those other programs that could help our investors. One of them is the premium residency, which is basically the green card system. Today, expats and non-Saudis can benefit from this program in Saudi Arabia. We're also working with our partners locally and globally on the localization of the global supply chain. As you can see, the whole world is in conflict today. There are a lot of issues geopolitically, so we need to make sure that the supply chain does not get hurt or affected. So we're making sure that we work with our partners on localizing those supply chains in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia by creating free zones, special economic zones, and the list goes on. And then when it comes to incentives, we tried our best to create a national incentive committee and a list of incentives, more than 1,000 incentives off shelf that investors today can benefit from, plus being one of the lowest countries in taxation in general. And again, thanks to my colleagues and our Minister, His Excellency Minister of Investment, we've unlocked every sector you can think of, from manufacturing, automotive. I've never imagined that my country one day will manufacture machines or manufacture cars, but today we are talking about manufacturing electrical vehicles in Saudi Arabia, and you will see the first edition of Lucid motor cars coming up in the next coming months. And also we're covering now the biotechnology, we're covering education and training, healthcare, and every other sector you can think of. And of course, until you see us or meet us, you can just go to Invest Saudi on your Google, just a normal search. You'll see a full portal that is full of information about the value propositions of the sectors and everything. And again, you can also scan this barcode if you want to get more information. We will be with you all day today, me and my team, and with His Excellency the Assistant Minister, which will join us on the stage shortly. Thank you very much for your great hospitality. We look forward to doing more with you. Thank you.